I just wanted to hop on real quick, tell you guys what happened this week. Just chilling. Hopefully, some people will hop on. If anything, I'll just post it. So, Reagan Kurfman. Most of you will know who he is. He's a Marion police officer. He was made famous by Casey Van Neville because he is the one that arrested Casey for interference for watching his traffic stop after Casey called him the P word. I won't say it because it tends to get me blocked, but he said he called him the P word, and then, he gets his handcuffs out and arrests him. And then he also is the one that told 18-year-old officer Kylie to put her foot in the door when they went to his house to arrest him for harassment. So he's been all over YouTube. Well, fast forward to now, my daughter, who has spoken out at city council meetings, and I've made how many complaints that you guys have seen where I'm complaining about intimidation and all this stuff. My daughter is outside in the parking lot. Hey, Birdie. Out in the parking lot at our school on lunch breaks. There's a lot of people outside. It's a high school. It's not uncommon for kids to sit around their car and be hanging out. Well, there was a cop car there, and they were far away from it. I mean, my daughter, let me tell you, she's tired of hearing about cops. It's all she hears about all the time. So she's not like me. She knows better. She doesn't interfere with them. So her and her friend are talking, and there's other people out there, teachers, administrators, and Reagan Kurfman comes out and storms right up to her and her friend and was like, "What are you guys doing? Aren't you supposed to be somewhere? You guys need to get out of here." Which he did this right before he was going to go and start questioning another minor in the parking lot, which he proceeded to do when my daughter and her friend complied and left. But the girl that was with her, Anon Mouse, yes, she does. She needs to file a lawsuit. Hostile work environment, they completely set her up. Mike Kitzmiller, I won't even get started, but he love bombed her. I've got so much evidence. I've literally brought that to city council. She's a victim. Anyways, so you would think that by now Reagan Kurfman would know that it's not interference for people to watch a traffic stop. We're allowed to be watching him work while he's on duty. Why he decided to come up to my daughter and tell her to leave, I don't know if he realized who she was or if this is just how he treats people, but he obviously didn't want her there. And so this startled my daughter's friend so much that she ended up getting in the car with my daughter instead of getting in her own car. And they called me from the car. My daughter, she's used to it. We've been stalked by the Marion Police Department for years. It's like, that's nothing. As long as nobody she knows is getting tackled and arrested, it's no big deal. We're just not even sensitive to it anymore. But her friend was like clearly shaken, and she's like, yeah, like he raised his voice and he was yelling, telling us to get away. Like it scared me. And as they drove away, they saw like him go up and start questioning this other girl who's a minor. It's like, why does he not want to question somebody in front of my daughter? Seriously. Like it just, and Reagan Kurfman, I mean, he should know. I mean, Mike Kitzmiller has admitted to us that he doesn't provide corrective action to his officers. It's very clear that they're acting exactly the way that they want him to act. But I just cannot believe that Reagan Kurfman would really be willing to go for a round 3 to become YouTube famous by going up to my daughter she wasn't recording. She wasn't even doing anything. She was literally talking to her friend. She was just in the parking lot of the place where she belongs. And he storms up to her and says, "You guys need to get out of here. What are you guys doing here?" Starts asking questions. So I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I think that Reagan he needs to learn what the Constitution is and what the rules are. He needs to learn that we're allowed to watch him, and if he's doing stuff that he doesn't want to have watched by other people, like that is a problem in itself. And the fact that he's up there doing this to children, it's disgusting. What's up, Iowa Free Press? I appreciate you jumping on. I'm kind of a mess today. I've had probably more caffeine than I need. Fridays just always get me going. There's been a lot of things that have been uncovered this week. We're making big things happen. So yeah, I just wanted to share that story. I know it's kind of a jumbled mess. I'm still getting used to this live thing and getting distracted, but yeah, if anybody wants to help me put a YouTube video together for that, or maybe it'll just be my first one. I don't know. I need to get somebody to foil the body cams for me and go from there. I already know that Mike Kitzmiller, I've read up his body cam policy. I have a feeling that they're going to come back and say, well, we can't give you the body cam because there was minors involved. But Kitzmiller's policy is that if you're not a school resource officer, you have to have your body cam on. So Reagan, he's not their school resource officer. He's required to have the body cam on. And I'm done with the whole excuse, well, we're trying to protect the juveniles. They're not trying to protect the juveniles. They are trying to make victims of the juveniles, and that's why they want to be alone with them. And they're not going to do it under my watch. They're not. It's not going to be easy anyway. Anon, yeah, I know. I drink like a ton of water. I always have my water bottle with me, even in city council meetings, and I drink my caffeine, and then I always say I'm going to quit this, quit investigating the police department, and I'm just going to give up. But then something like that happens, and I'm just like, no, I'll never quit. I'll never quit. There's no way that this police department is going to outwork me. You can't. I'm a much harder worker. I'm more passionate. I'm dedicated. I actually have empathy. So, I'm going to serve the people in this town because people in Marion can't seem to do it. So yeah, if anybody wants to help me with that video and getting all that together, let me know. I want to have something cool like, my friends at BCNN, you guys always have these cool like intros and outros. So if anybody's creative and can help me, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to get my feet wet and see what I can do. But yeah, I'm out of here. I will jump on later, and I appreciate y'all.